And today we have a very special guest. This is part two of the interview. Make sure you go ahead, like, subscribe, because it don't cost you nothing to press that button. And if you ring that notification bell, I'm gonna bring you mail. Our
Sure.
special guest, young Ann Jefe.
What's the deal? What's the deal? Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. Okay, so let's go from you've been doing this for 6 months.
Yup, 6 months, 6 months for sure. About roughly 6 months. July, like late July, so going on 7 months, if not 7 months all the way, like six and some change.
And you started the channel to put your music on there.
Yeah, I originally started the channel based on my music and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I knew like on the independent level, like the way that I was trying to push my music in or was gonna push my music. You know what I'm saying? I definitely was gonna need that YouTube channel to upload videos rather than me paying a video man for the video, then letting him upload my video on his channel so he get paid for my video as well, get paid for the monetization of the video. So I started my own channel based on, you know what I'm saying, those factors and stuff like that.
And then you're able to basically make statements in case somebody says something about you,
For
having your
sure.
own platform nowadays. So what do you think about the state of podcasting?
As far as like what? Like as far
Like how everything's kind of leading towards just gang banging, and that's all people want to talk about now is like people that aren't even Crips want to talk about Crippin' and Bloods and gang wars. Like, what do you think just about how content's leading that way?
for me, just like being in the social media space, like just like over these last 6 months and getting to learn a few things, like that's just social media. That's what social media gonna be. You feel me now? As far as like I had a like a kind of like debate with like some non-affiliate dudes, like as far as non-affiliates, you know what I'm saying, getting in gang politics and or gang business and stuff like that. And so a lot of them was kind of feeling like, oh man, you be hating when we be talking about gang stuff or this and that. But what about when you talking about this stuff and that stuff? And like I told them, like, bro, y'all non-affiliates. I'll never say nothing to y'all, so I don't feel no way about no non-affiliate. It's like more towards the member, you know what I'm saying? Because you should have more of a substance in or you know what I'm saying, moral aspect than just to be talking certain politics with people who's not in that lifestyle, you know what I'm saying, and things like that. So, but just as far as like people that's not gang banging, like speaking on gang content, I really don't feel no way about it as far as on social media because like social media made that the norm, you know what I'm saying? So like how can I be mad? Definitely if it's being put out there, you know what I'm saying, to be spoke on. Now it's kind of different when they just trying to come if they just try to like freestyle some gang stuff, but as long as they just like, they reacting to the gang stuff, I can't really say nothing to see no problem with it because shit, I react to stuff that ain't gang stuff. You feel me? Like, we people, we human, you know what I'm saying? Me being from somewhere, you know what I'm saying, that don't whole overall describe the person that I am, you know what I'm saying? So I really don't trip, and I learned to accept a lot of things for what they is in the social media space.
Do you feel like a lot of your followers could be even white kids from the suburbs, or maybe a white man that just wants to kind of live vicariously through you? Or
Yeah, no, for sure. Cause see, like, then I'm a person like, and I'll be outside too. So like, it's rarely a place I go from eating to the mall or wherever, and I don't see somebody who don't know me. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's from like in real life or social media, whether they man, hey, young and Hefe don't care about knowing what the check say, or man, hey, man, you old boy from social media, hey, man, can I holler at you and stuff like that. So damn, I kind of what was the question again?
wait, okay, so how long have you been home since you did 10 years in the feds?
Shit, it's been a minute. 2021 since like 2021.
Damn, wait, so you got out like right after the pandemic?
Right, the pandemic, yeah, it was good, still going on when I got out, cause like yeah, it was still going on even when I was in the halfway house. They had us like on little pandemic, like it had its own like little pandemic rules and regulations and stuff like that. So I got out when the pandemic was like really still going on, cause I caught COVID twice when I got out.
Wow. Oh wait, so you didn't catch COVID inside on the outside?
I caught it on the inside. I didn't catch it when I was in there when it was all going around in the jails and people was trying to get out and stuff like that and writing their letter to the judge. I was one of them that wrote a letter. They denied me. They let Southwest T out though. Meach brother, that's how he got out during COVID. they denied mines, but yeah, a lot of people was in there catching it. I didn't catch it in jail. I caught it when I got out. I caught it twice when I got out too.
That's crazy. I caught it twice from a strip club. One in the Bronx and then one in Miami.
See, yeah, definitely where it's crowded people at. Cause one day I had caught it. I was working this little job and I was in a halfway house, and I ain't gonna lie, it was kind of like dirty. I ain't gonna lie. I should have expected to catch it down there. Like I was working like this little job, but it was like paying good as hell when I was in the halfway house. It was in downtown LA, like basically Skid Row. So
Wow. How long were you there for?
man, I was working that job probably for like 4 or 5 months, like 4 or 5 months. Yeah,
So
cause I ain't
what is it like to go from the feds to the halfway house?
man. Beautiful. It's basically like freedom, even though you kind of like still jail, but it's basically like freedom. You know what I'm saying? Went from that bathroom, from that cell with them two bunk beds. You know what I'm saying? From being told what to do to that halfway house. Now, even in the halfway house, they got free staff that work there that be trying to like be on like little cop shit here and there. But for the most part, you can set them straight. But I mean, it's all good, but it's freedom. Like shit, I'm here. Now I just gotta get all the way out this halfway house. But when I was in the halfway house, it was cool. Like shit, I was out every day. Shit, I was working. Like I was out at least 14 hours of the day. So like it was
Yeah.
cool working, getting to, run my little errands and do shit like that. So it was cool after all that time. You know what I'm saying? Like breath of fresh air for sure.
Was it easy, you think, for you to transition back into the world, or was it certain things were just hard?
Hell no, like shit, cause I'm one of them dudes. I'll be in jail. Shit, my every thought is the outside. Besides what's going on in there, I'm a person that live on the outside in mind. But I'm a person who knows how to separate. You know what I'm saying? The juncture of what's going on, because you have some people probably in jail. You know what I'm saying, that has the free mind, and they'll be crashing out or just be silly to the fact of things that they not paying attention because they trying to get up out of this jail element. Like for me, I'll be there in person, but spiritually and mindfully, shit, I'll be on the street. So like when I got out there to the street, it was just like hell yeah, we here. Like I don't never out of all the jail time I've done, I ain't never allowed myself to be institutionalized. Out of all the little jail trips I did, it was just shit me being in the street. And I ain't gonna even lie, a lot of the times the police and I don't like don't and I'm not trying to sit here and blame things on them, but I really had like one arresting officer that took me to jail 13 different times. And when I got of age, I was about to file a civil suit on him the last time he arrested me because I was showing him like, man, every time I've been in jail, bro, you the arresting officer. And a lot of times he was doing bullshit. And like, I finally asked him one time, like the last time he arrested me, I'm like, look on some real shit. I'm like, hey, bro, why you always be fucking with me like and be arresting me and shit like that? So he like, man, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's up? He was like, man, he like, bro, where you from? He like, bro, y'all put it down, y'all do y'all thing and this and that. But he like, man, every time it's like some extra bullshit going on, or I hear some shit I don't like, man, I look up, I tap in to one of my informants, you out. So I just be feeling like, man, I gotta get you off the street. And I'm like, what?
Yeah. I didn't think that's what, I thought you were gonna say that. He was like, I'm gonna be honest with you, you fucked my bitch. So I just had to. Because what other reason could there be? Think about it. When people beef, it's over money or bitches. You definitely, he was white,
Yeah.
right? So you definitely took his cracker wife.
So he was just basically like, no, like for real, like I hear your name too much. Like, you know what I'm saying, your name be coming up too much, you feel me? So I
I
just
can't
feel like
even imagine the same police officer arresting me every time. I'd be like, Judge, you don't see this? Like, something's wrong. I had an officer give me two speeding tickets 2 days in a row, and I thought that was bad. And that's not
yeah,
even close.
that's crazy. Yeah, I had the same arresting officer. Like I said, I wasn't even paying attention to it at the time until I got of age, and I'm like, man, hold on. Like I'm like, man, hold on. It's like looking like going through my shit, and I'm like, man, this motherfucker is really the arresting officer every time. This is crazy.
Damn.
Like, yeah, it's like definitely my arresting officer every time, like, for sure, for sure. But like, yeah, I ain't never allowed myself to get institutionalized, man. It's too beautiful out here in this life, in this world. Like, it's too much stuff like to experience. You know what I'm saying? To do. You know what I'm saying? Trying to travel. You know what I'm saying? Be cultured, all that shit. So. Like jail, like hell no, like they just put me there. I was just stuck there until I can get up out of there.
So the feds, you did that in LA, or no, you caught that in Michigan?
Pacific Northwest, Washington, Idaho, like Montana area, all out
Yeah.
there. Yep, all out that way. So basically, it was from basically it ran from there because that ain't they had like five different police agencies helping them. You know what I'm saying, as well as LAPD. You feel me, and stuff like that. So it was
Yeah.
a lot of
They
different
said, I
police.
think they said it was estimated roughly like right under a mil, but that's what they could estimate from what they could prove. What they were saying is there was,
No, that's what they took and seized cash from them.
mm,
Like. So what they was doing was like they had like before they had indicted us, and when they started like getting on to us, they was doing like cash seizures in our peekaboos, like you know what I'm saying. So what they was doing, they was going to people's luggage, TSA tech and stuff, and they was seeing money. So that's what they took over a few year time span. They took $1 million in cash. Like my first time going out there, I don't even lie, I lost 50,000 like through TSA, you know what I'm saying, and shit like that. But it was going so fast, the money was going so fast, and that shit was coming so fast that you get that shit back like in a day. So it's just
yeah,
like no, that's what they took. You know what I'm saying, from like catching people or you give me this or like every time they wasn't getting no. I think the smallest thing I said they found on somebody and they wasn't even supposed to take that was 7,000. Other than that, every time they was hitting for like no less than 25 and up, 25,000, 50,000, 75,000, 100,000, 75,000, 80,000. Like they was like catching shit like that.
crazy. Looking back on it, what would you have done differently?
Um, I definitely would have went to trial. I definitely would have went to trial. I definitely if not would have went to trial, I would have took the initial deal that they had offered me, right? So they really didn't even have no evidence on me, but basically, like, what got me my time is them when an informant on the case hearsay something I said to him, but they didn't know I said it to him. It wasn't like that. Y'all had this shit recorded, but I did say it, but y'all didn't know that. It's my word against his word. So basically, an informant word of something I told him, and I probably like the little 6 years. Like so, I'm saying they offered me 6 years originally because they didn't have nothing on me, and I really got the 10 years because I went to a Frank's hearing, a Frank's motion, which was for phone calls to suppress the wiretaps. Now the DEA agent on my whole, they did a whole bunch of shit illegal, and the judge really didn't care. They didn't care about none of that shit. DEA agent was on the stand. He admitted that he had 7 phones out of the 62 people. He had 7 phones tapped. He only had
Damn.
a warrant for that one phone. He only had an arrest warrant for one phone. Now, when you go to that judge, being that he had 7 phones tapped, he should have had a separate arrest warrant for each phone he had tapped. Every phone got to have their own arrest warrant.
Damn.
Or the one arrest warrant, he had tapped 6 other phones illegally. So all those phone conversations, I don't give a fuck what you heard. All that shit's supposed to have been admissible and throughout. And he admitted on the stand that he did bullshit, but the judge didn't care. That's when I knew right there how much power the federal judge had. Man, the federal judge, man, was like, look, it's over 1 million phone calls. I'm not about to go through all them phone calls. He said, y'all can take that up in appeal. Y'all can call the ACLU, the attorney general, whoever. I don't care. This is my courtroom. When I
Damn.
seen give it up like that, I'm like, man, hold on. I'm like, whoa. He tell me he don't care about you calling out because I'm a person like a lot of shit I don't be allowing motherfuckers to be privy to, but I'm a motherfucker like I know like a lot of laws and amendment rights. I be on private citizenship. I be on a lot of shit that motherfuckers don't be on. So a lot of these laws from CC1, I be looking into this shit. So when he was saying certain shit and the motherfuckers he was naming, these are people that Trump motherfuckers, and he's like, man, I can call him. Yeah, this shit is on record. Call him. I don't care about none of that. This is my courtroom. Right then, I ain't gonna even lie. I'm like, oh yeah, this kangaroo court. Then I go back, start doing my research. Johnny Cochran came out there and said Washington, he wouldn't practice out there because they kangaroo court antics and how they get down. So I'm like, oh yeah, Johnny Cochran was scared out here. I ain't got no chance. So I try to take the 6 years. Like, man, just let me get the little 6 years y'all had, even though I know the evidence y'all got ain't even worth 6 years. But let me get that, man. They like, nah. So what they did was they waited. They was like, all right, hold on. So they waited to see how the Franks motion was gonna go. We lost the Franks motion when we supposed to won it. And what they did was everybody who that they try to make take deals before the Franks motion that didn't take their deals, they went up on their time. So my 6 years went up to 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
What?
I'm
Wait.
not,
So you get 10 years, and you had to do the full 10 years. There was no like.
no, so I didn't have to do that. I could have got out early and shit, but just like ah, keeping it real, being real, you know what I'm saying? Always being the one on the front line, like you be a lot of goofy shit. That's another thing that I hate about jail. You feel me? You got all these tough ass dudes and real niggas in there, and like I ain't gonna lie, I had to babysit it. I had to babysit like a lot of grown men in or implement myself and shit. So it wouldn't like shit wouldn't crash out or shit be going the wrong way or motherfucker too emotional thinking that they can just do shit how they want to do it and be on what they want to be on. It's like, nah, bro, like it's a collective, bro. It's a lot of men in here. So just like all that shit was just stressful, just being in there, you know what I'm saying? But I held my composure, held it down though. But yeah, just telling grown man, just trying to police grown man and shit like that, all that shit weak.
That's crazy. So with everything going on now, what do you? How do you feel about the indictment on Big U?
Oh yeah, so bam, so it man, this is I'm learning every day. And like the feds, they do what they want to do. That man shouldn't even be in jail. He ain't even indicted. He's not indicted yet. It's a criminal complaint. And that's another thing. I've seen somebody locked up on a criminal complaint before, but usually they lock you up on a criminal complaint and have a hearing with you and then let you go because they still got to take that criminal complaint to the grand jury and it become a case. So he ain't even indicted yet or don't have a case. So he just got a criminal complaint that the grand jury still have to indict him on. So they basically denied his bail or whatever bond hearing yesterday and set the court date back for April 3rd. So I'm gonna just see what's gonna happen then. I know one of his co-defendants got out, you know what I'm saying? They had the homegirl on there, Trap Kitchen Monty and shit. Kitchen out. So I'm like, that's why I was asking. I thought somebody told me Brick was out too, but I might have just been hearing shit though, but uh, I mean, I don't know how to think about it because the fans is tricky, man. They play a tricky game, but like you know what I'm saying, I know that they have it sounding all bad when it ain't really all that bad, and then like they said, they talking about for all that stuff they got trumped up on him. All they talking about is if he found guilty, it's 20 years. Like shit, that all that shit y'all got out there is held way more than 20 years. So like, what really do y'all got? Because now they trying to come with this grid shit and trying to mix his legal money. Said he was doing illegal stuff and all that. The regular Fed game. So I mean, I really don't. I can't really say how I feel about it. I'm just like, what's gonna happen next? That's how I be with things. When shit happen, I'll be like, oh, okay. Now what's gonna happen next? You know what
It's
I'm
just
saying?
he was saying that if I'm indicted, why is Whack and 600 not?
Yeah, he definitely said that. So basically, a lot of people was like, "Oh, he drives snitching," but like, no, he no. So this is what he was saying by him. This was what he was saying when he said that. So, and I ain't taking up for him or nothing, but I'm a person I listen carefully. So what he was saying was, this case is some bullshit y'all got me locked up for. Y'all got me on a case with Brick Baby and Loose Cannon. I don't even deal with them. Y'all might as well go ahead and get 600 and Whack too. Being that y'all got Loose Cannon and y'all got Brick who I don't deal with. Why y'all ain't got Whack 100 and Loose Cannon? Why y'all ain't got Whack 100 and 600 too? They against me. Why y'all ain't got them? So that it was like a situation like that. Like y'all got them. I don't deal with them shit. But why y'all ain't got them then? Said that they report
Well,
everything.
Brick Baby's been defending him lately, so it would make sense for like I don't he and I
But
don't
he said
know.
Brick though. See, I think Brick probably just be defending him like on some like big homie time, and they probably did have a relationship at once upon a time. But I
Yeah,
don't. I don't think he really don't deal with Brick. I think probably from time to time he might tap in on something like if something said too crazy or something pertaining to the social media. But I kind of think he probably did take a back seat to you know what I'm saying from dealing with Brick. But like you never know. So that's why I'm saying let's wait to see what's gonna happen because what I've learned in the social media space all these dudes be faking. They fake crash out with each other, be fake beefing and having the beef look real, but at the end of the night, calling each other at a bar, having a drink or at each other's house, like, man, what content we gonna put out tomorrow? Man, I'm gonna catch you over here at the mall next week.
that's how I felt when I seen that before they even got arrested. When I seen Loose and Brick link up, I was like, wait, is this all like for content? But it's the same thing when I was going viral for beefing with Brick, Compa, and Sharp. Is like everyone thought it was fake because how is it real if you guys are hanging out afterwards? And it's like I'm not, but even Brick was the type to beef with you on live, and then right after it's done, feel like that was just for content. So I don't think he takes it that seriously.
No, and that's what I'm saying. I've learned that from him, and I've learned that from Loose Cannon earlier on. Like I was seeing, like so in the beginning, you was thinking a lot of them dudes was beefing, and they really wasn't beefing. They was cool, and then that really got exposed for Brick when a phone call got put out of him and Loose Cannon really talking when they were supposed to be beefing.
Yeah.
Oh, I did this for you. Oh man, you didn't know I did that. Nigga, what's up with this? And you like, what? Like, man, hold on. Y'all supposed to be beefing. What you talking about? You put him on with a play or did this, man. Like, so that's when I really start seeing. Then a few other episodes too. I don't even lie. Like these dudes be acting like so like feminine and like hoochie ish, bro, that people would call me. Like call my phone and like, hey, look, be quiet. And got me in on phone conversations that ain't got shit to do with me, and I'll hang up because I'm not about to sit there like a little quiet little sucker online and just be listening in. So I'll be like for a minute, like, what's going on? Like, oh yeah, they on some message shit, and I'll hang up. So
Yeah.
like a lot of people in that social media space do be playing these little weird games. Like they be going too far with it for sure.
Yeah, but meanwhile, it's like even people trying to beef with me, it's like we could do so much more together than we can separately. It's like you're not gonna win by beefing with me. You don't want me as an enemy. So a lot of times people will beef with somebody and underestimate them and not even knowing that they could beat you like within a week. Tables could always switch the same way, Brick Baby right now was like chilling. He's at No Jumper. He's going viral every 2 minutes for doing gay stuff. And then out of nowhere, you could just get arrested out of nowhere, out the fucking blue.
For sure, for sure. But and that's just like with me, I ain't, and that's why I say I ain't with the little, like if it's smoke, it's smoke, and if it's real smoke, I'm not even about to promote that shit on no like internet. Like me, I'm gonna just be quiet about it and just hope and pray that I catch you. You feel me, or whatever the case may be. But
Yeah.
yeah, for the social media thing, that ain't really my thing, and like that's the recipe for social media though. They tell you controversy sells. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But when it comes to Whack, I will say like he's always been very respectful. He's given me good advice. Like he's never like as long as you keep it respectful with him, I feel like he keeps it respectful with you. What do you think about just Whack in general?
Whack, man. Like, Whack straight, right? I really don't know him. You said we know of each other. Oh man, I don't know, man. Whack for real. Whack kind of like a wild card, man. Whack like a wild card, man. Like I said, I can't really give you all I can give you my perspective off of Whack is from what I see on the internet. But as we talking and saying, we can't even literally say if that's whack or not because it be so much playing in social media games. But
Yeah.
I think kind of like early off that I was catching traction and catching on to him. I don't think that he was liking that. I was kind of like reacting to him and stuff like that. And like my thing was like, I don't think I was like saying nothing bad or being disrespectful because like I'm gonna carry myself a certain point type of way unless I just feel like you just a bullshit person or you just doing something that unethical. Then it's just like man, forget what you talking about. But I kind of feel like he was kind of like feeling like that I was on his line, you know what I'm saying? And it was like I was like pretty much like, I mean, shit, you do content on everybody like you be trolling. That's kind of like me, like a troller getting mad that he's being trolled, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. But other than that, like, shit, I ain't got no problem with him, you know what I'm saying? Look like he got a good business sense and all that, shit, he be on his shit, but it just like all I can just really go off of is the social media shit. Like I ain't really never met him and stuff like that. And like I said, I really don't even want to give an opinion on that because, like I said, you don't even know what the fuck is what's real and what's not.
Yeah, facts. I don't know. It's like people always say to me, like, he's one of those people that reads 48 Laws of Power. I'm like, that's a good thing. Why would what's wrong with reading books? I read that shit twice. Um,
I, but I'm saying I
how
read
do
all.
you, oh, I know what I want to ask. How do you feel about all these guys doing like jail vlogs? Basically, they're in a cell doing jail stories, talking about jail. How do you feel about that?
More power to them. Like I don't feel no type of way about it. Like get your money. Like it's social media. Like who am I to like be like oh yeah like I literally don't feel no type of way about it. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? But what I do be liking to have correct. You know what I'm saying? A few people and just hopped out there and like try to make it seem like other people was biting other people's styles. Like I ain't bought no I ain't bit nobody's style. I've been doing jail shit, jail content before before the homie Braves and J Hoods even came out. Like I've been doing jail content. So, they came after me and started doing it in. A lot of them in the beginning, uh, was like, man, hey, bro, I see you on YouTube, man. I'm about to start my channel, do my thing. You feel me? And I gave a lot of pointers and always showed love. So, like I said, you feel me? Like, I really don't feel no way about it. Like, man, so you should get your money, like, definitely up in there, shit. Like, man, get your money. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's something else probably that, like everything's a gift and a curse. So, just for the dudes that's in jail and even the dudes on the streets, man, you just gotta watch what you saying and how you doing it, man, and just have integrity with what you do because you still is in a prison sentence and on a prison yard, and it still can go down regardless of who you think you is, how tough you think you is, about you having a knife. It's always somebody that's gonna think indifferent or feel just as tougher and try to topple you. So it's just like like you just gotta like have integrity in what you do. But shout out to all them that's doing it in jail, shit like shit. Get your money. You know what I'm saying? Stay 110, 115 free. You know what I'm saying? Don't cause no attention to the to the cell. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that, man. They know how it go.
Yeah, facts. Well, how do you feel about women in the prison, like jail, in this type of content? How do you feel about women?
How you said how I feel about the women who?
Like, like the women that are part of this content, because it's mostly men, but it's a few, women. There's me, there's the girl that, beats her kids and told her on her baby daddy. Then there's LA Icon's wife. It's like it's
I
not that
mean,
many, but it's a couple of women that do this type of content.
y'all need it, you know what I'm saying, to give it that leverage and give it that edge. Y'all part of the culture, you know what I'm saying? Some people who have been in jail, some people got loved ones in jail. And like and for some people they ain't had to be in jail to experience it. I mean, you got some people that like when somebody go to jail, they out of sight, out of mind, but you got some real loyal motherfuckers that's like they in jail with their folks and that shit like is mentally, you know what I'm saying, pressure and distraught on them mentally and physically and spiritually sometimes. So they kind of doing the time with you. You know what I'm saying? They going through your ups and downs with you, trying to make sure you straight and shit like that. So I mean, y'all part of the culture, like as well. Y'all need it. So I'll never be like, oh yeah, what the women's doing prison talk for shit. Women go to jail too, shit.
Yeah, I think I bring the perspective of like, because I can't say I've been to prison. I've been locked
Yeah.
up before, but for bullshit. And my perspective is more like I used to, I went to see my ex when he was locked up, and me going through all that. I felt like, I watched jail shit anyway. I know all about this, so it's like you want to talk about what you are interested in yourself in your real life, but jail. Oh man, my perspective has been just you learn a lot of patience. And my advice to women, if you're going through this right now, if you're dating somebody who's in jail and you're trying to do a bid with them, don't do it for him. Do it for yourself. Because if you're going to do it for him, later on be like, oh, you promised me this, this, and that. No, if you're not doing it for yourself because you truly love this man and you're not ready to leave, don't do him any favors because another bitch will do it for you. Don't worry.
I mean, so did you regret did you regret holding your ex or whoever you was dealing with when they was in jail down?
No, because I'm not gonna kick you when you're down. We got into it, we had a bad fight and he already had a warrant out for his arrest. I found so I said, like even though I was ready to break up with him right before he went in, everybody told me just stop picking up the phone. And I said, I'm not gonna do that. I waited till the day he came home to break up with him.
Oh yeah,
And
that's deep.
I don't
Cool.
regret it. The day he came home, I found out that he was messing with a side chick. And when I found that out, I said, she can have you. And then he ended up marrying her. That pissed me off. I didn't care. He thought I was going to chase him and be like, get a divorce. I didn't do that. And then he ended up killing her. Like 3 months after they got married. Yeah, he got 20 to life. He's in Rikers right now. It's a long story, but
God
I don't
damn.
regret it, but I have like survivor's guilt, I guess, because the girl had two kids. She was a mom. She was cool as fuck, even though I'm supposed to hate her because you try to like what are you trying to do? But I just the way it happened, he kind of like shot her right in front of her family. She was at a family reunion in Coney Island, so
Oh yeah, he cold. He said he shot her right in front of everybody too.
yeah. And after that, I told myself I'm never gonna date anyone again that goes to jail. And my next man 3 months into us dating goes to jail. And I'm like, bro, like, what is happening? But
Damn, that's crazy. Yeah,
yeah,
that's no, but like yeah, so yeah, for sure. So like basically, I basically touched up on it. Like yeah, so I mean, like you said, you a bit up in there. You ain't really did that long term. Just probably been over some overnight shit or a few days, bailed out type shit. But just like I said, like I'm saying you hold somebody down, you being with somebody that's up in there, and you really like riding with them. You know what I'm saying? Like shit,
Yeah.
you do shit. You know what I'm saying?
Did you have a woman while you were locked up that was really there for you, or
Sure, yeah,
is that the same woman you're still with?
yeah.
Hey, good
Oh,
shit. Are you married?
nah.
Soon. Did you know her before, or you met her during?
Yeah, yup. So was my baby mama, like, yup. And like before I went in, she was like 6 weeks pregnant before I went in and stuff like that. So like, yup, I was you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I was with her like a few years before I went in, you know what I'm saying? And then like right before I got indicted by the feds, you know what I'm saying? She found out that she was pregnant and stuff like that. So like, yup.
Damn. Why is everybody found out that their girl's pregnant as they're about to go to jail? I hear this all the time. Am I wrong?
Oh, that's crazy. That'd be crazy. But it be some people don't, cause I ain't gonna even lie. I remember when we went on my little indictment, like some of my homies who didn't have kids, man, they was in there like, damn man, like how you feel about it. And I was just like, again, in the situation, like, well, I supposed to feel guilty how I feel about it? Like, shit, I mean, it's just something that happened unexpected, and I got indicted. Like, I mean, not the pregnancy that happened unexpected, but the indictment happened. That shit happened unexpected. So it's just like, I mean, I can't feel no type of way or feel guilt or try to blame myself. Like this shit was unforeseen. I didn't know this shit was gonna happen, but shit, like like shit, my bitch, you feel me, like she was making sure, you know what I'm saying, she came up there, you know what I'm saying, to see me, you know what I'm saying, making sure that she kept my daughter in front of me and stuff like that. So you definitely got to respect that type of shit, because a lot of people like would have been out of sight, out of mind. You feel me? Definitely, just like like I ain't gonna lie, for real, like the motherfuckers is like the motherfuckers you be wanting, like I be seeing out here, not me, but I'm just saying, like on an overall perspective of life, I be seeing like the people that motherfuckers be wanting to be solid, don't be wanting. Like a motherfucker probably have a broad that's like nigga like bad, bougie, all the shit fixed up, and the nigga be expecting her, man, to hold it down because he was out here pampering her and doing shit for her and taking these little chances, whatever the case may be. Soon as she go down, nigga, like that shit out. She gotta continue being bad and bougie, you know what I'm saying? And so you really like be having like the ones that like really got more, or that just be like less into the glamour, you know what I'm saying, that like hold you down and stuff like that. So it's just like
I don't even think it's about being less into glamour because every woman likes things, but it's more like when you love someone, that's more important than someone that can give you
yeah,
everything, but it's like, but you're gonna be miserable. Like at the end of the
yeah, no,
day, when you're with a person, you're not gonna like you want to be with someone who you could do nothing and have a great time, and you can't do that with everybody. So I think maybe she just knew what she had, and she just was a real one. I was gonna say real bitch, but
for sure, because everybody ain't gonna be like that. And like I said, yeah, everybody ain't gonna be like that. Some motherfuckers definitely, when you young, you know what I'm saying, you beautiful, like you can have shit going on. Motherfuckers be in the wind, like shit. What? Like shit, you went to jail, like.
yeah, but it's like, what would you want to happen if you went to jail? Like every woman, like later we're gonna be interviewing some females that are locked up right now, and I have so many questions. Like, do you expect your man not to cheat on you? Like, does your man visit you? Like all those things. Oh yeah. So, when you were arrested, did you have any conjugal visits, or was it just regular visits?
Feds don't do conjugals, although they write they write what's the word I'm looking for? So basically, although they write the rules and regulations and stuff like that pertaining to like prisons and states and stuff like that, like the federal prisoners, we not allowed conjugal visits. That's a state thing. So that was like one of the things that just really had me too. Like man, I wish I was, you know what I'm saying, like in the state, you know what I'm saying, type thing. Because other than that, it's like either you go and shit try to crack you a CO to get you some, or be on that type of tip, or like ass out of luck. unless
Right.
you unless, unless you like boys. Shit.
Wait, was it like you get to touch them? Were you sitting at a table, or was it through a glass?
No, hell no. It's a visiting room. They come up in there. It's a little small table in front of y'all. And then depending on how many of your family members come in, you know what I'm saying, they got the little chairs set up around y'all. So as soon as they come in, you hug, you kiss, you know what I'm saying, chop it up, sit down, they go to the vending machines, get you food, whatever you got, like any like so the vending machines is like anything, a vending machine on the street, got all the candies and shit like that. Then they got the food vending and shit like that. So they can like go, you said, microwave your food for you, get you sodas, juice, shit like that. come down, sit down, eat with you, take pictures with you. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Like no, it's definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, you be
Those
hiding.
visits always scare me because every time I've went to visit someone like in one of those situations, they look so forward to that food from the vending machines, and that shit is disgusting. So it makes me think, if you're looking forward to this, what are they feeding you in there that this is considered good to you? And it's like a lot of times my thing will be like to come, make sure you have cash on you, like to buy them food. Like the last I had a friend in New York go to, he ended up he was gonna get 5 years, but then they ended up just giving him a year in the military program, like the one 57 was in.
Uh huh.
And he ended up getting out in a year. But when I seen him at that visit, oh my God, he looked like they were torturing him. I've never seen like somebody lose weight like that and just look like a different person.
Now, yeah, now for sure, the food is in the state, the food is horrible, and the feds, it's not premium, but it's a step up from the state. Like it's definitely better. So the feds, they got a national menu. So a lot of jails go by national menu. The feds, they got a national menu no matter where you at in the feds. So Monday it'd be hamburger day. Tuesday it'd be chicken patty day. No. Monday it'd be what was Monday? Monday Monday, I forgot what Monday was like some bullshit. Tuesday was like chicken patty day. Wednesday was hamburger day. Thursday was chicken on the bone, fried chicken day, and Friday was fried fish. So like for me, if I did eat in the kitchen, I was well respected, and I'm like regardless of the respect, I'm a respectful person, humble, real respectful. So I'm always gonna get in when I go to a yard. Like I'm gonna get in with the cooks. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get in with the dudes that's in the kitchen, that's in the butcher shop, the meat shop, that's in the OM cooking for the police. Because shit, I'm trying to eat like the streets. I'm trying to eat as good as possible. So like I'll be in with them dudes. Them dudes like any homies working in the kitchen. Hey bro, I go holler at them. Hey look, blah blah blah. So the feds was good. You feel me? But just like when you go to that vending machine in the visiting room, it's just like other than necessities and stuff you don't get. So you go in there, it's gonna be chimichanga, hot pocket,
Yeah.
hot wings. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Little
Was the
pizzas.
was the food good though or not?
Where the feds?
Because you're saying fried fish, that kind of sounds good.
No, that's what I said. The feds
Yeah.
food, like for sure. And then depending on what state you was in the feds and what spot, they be turning it up. So it's just like you might be on the West Coast and the cooks is on bullshit, but you head down south, you hit Atlanta, you hit Georgia, you hit you hit Louisiana. What's that spot? Not Big Sandy, but you hit it's gonna come. Oh, Polar. You hit Polar, Louisiana. Certain spots like man, different staff on there gonna have a compound turned up. Different cooks, man, gonna be like, oh yeah, this is South. You know what I'm saying? So your meal's gonna be turned up. You know what I'm saying?
Because the
Your
people that are cooking, it's prisoners, it's inmates, or
free staff and prisoners. But the prisoners, like if you don't know how to cook or like you following the free staff cook. You know what I'm saying? The free staff is people from the streets that come in, work for the federal government. They come in and cook, and then it's also as well as people that's in prison that are cooks too.
I would 100% want to work in the kitchen. I can't cook for nothing, but I get access to knives. That would be my first thought is like, I want to control what goes in my food. And two, like I get, a weapon. So in case you're coming at me, I was just cutting up carrots. I don't know why they were running at me. I was nervous. I don't know.
No, for sure. Yeah. So yeah, the kitchen, like that kitchen. I ain't gonna lie, that's definitely that's one of the A1 spots to be. And then depending on what you are, like if you like any of the cooks, or you work in a butcher shop, or you an OM cook, which means you cook for the police. You know what I'm saying? Like
For the
shit, man.
police, oh, I'd be pissing in their shit.
Yeah. You definitely cook for the police, the free staff. Yeah,
Ooh.
that's why.
Wait, what other
It,
jobs are there besides cooking? I guess the janitor, you get porter, so you get a lot of freedom. What else?
Porter, commissary workers, barbershop,
Ooh,
uh,
I'd be
uh,
stealing chips and shit.
CMS workers. So CMS is like consists of everything from plumbing to laundry to you know what I'm saying. So like when the jail break down, you know what I'm saying, you got to call the plumbers. I'm saying more than likely it's gonna be you know what I'm saying somebody on your unit or somebody from on the compound coming to unplug your toilet or tighten some up or fix the hot water and stuff like that. So they got all type of jobs. They got people working around the warden. You know what I'm saying? The warden little pet. They got the captain assistant. You know what I'm saying? They got people who work down in education. They got you could be a substitute teacher, like if you on your shit, you know your math, and substitute teacher in math or English, whatever, like whatever your strong suit, and you a graduate, they'll let you said be a TA, teach, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. So it's all kind of jobs. You can work out at rent. You know what I'm saying? It's all type of jobs, you know what I'm saying?
Can you get your GED in the feds?
They make you go to school if you ain't got it. You got it. That's one thing. Like if you somebody like who ain't finished school and you come in there, they definitely gonna put your ass in the classroom. I don't care if you're 65 years old.
Damn, that's good though. I've met so many intelligent people that went to jail or are in jail right now that like people are not stupid. It's crazy what like I know so many inmates that know the law better than a lot of police officers. Cause cause I interviewed someone the last time I was in LA and he basically told me like I was like, what's your message for the youth? And he said, do your research. If you're locked up, you could get out. You just have to read them books, like hit the library. Like if you don't fight for your own freedom, no one else is gonna do it for you.
No, for
Even
sure. And like, I know that type of shit he be reading because I'm a reader, so I'll be on all type of shit. Like I got a book sitting right here called "The Only Answer to Tyranny." You know what I'm saying? The only answer. What is it? The only answer to tyranny. Oh yeah, the only answer to tyranny. You feel me? And like this book is just basically like about what I'm saying. America. You know what I'm saying? The greed. You know what I'm saying? The corporations. Stuff. All the stuff that's going on. You feel me? Like about all types of stuff. I can go deep. Like I can go deep. Like I can go deep as hell. Like you know what I'm saying, from an educational poverty level, whatever, to into the government. You know what I'm saying? Like I was telling you earlier, like about private citizenship. You know what I'm saying? People being private citizens, people sovereignty, all type of shit. So I used to look all that shit up. I read all them books from 48 Powers of Law, you know what I'm saying? 48 Powers of Law, Suntan, The Art of War, The Art of Seduction. Like, I read all that shit. So, like, for me, I just read the shit. And a lot of that shit, once you get to start reading them books and seeing, a lot of that shit is already stuff that you know. You know what I'm saying? They just putting it in basically art form or like putting it in a situation or yeah, like this happened and this was the like for every action there's a reaction based on this action, it's the reaction to this and stuff like that. So I like even in jail when I used to be on all that reading that type of stuff, I just used to read it for whenever time it comes that you may have to apply a situation in or sharpen your mental. But I used to just watch a lot of jackals on the yard who would come fresh out that book and try to come to the yard and try to like play them games, and I just be looking like, oh yeah, this dude is crazy. Like you about to crash, bro. Like you reading the book and you coming out to the yard trying to enact this shit and play these games with this book and that's gonna get you in trouble, man. Like you just use that to polish yourself, stay poised. You feel me and things like that. You don't read them things and just try to like man, get out there with everybody. Definitely in a jail setting, try to play with a 48 Powers of Law, art of seduction, and stuff like that. I see a lot of people get in trouble trying to play them games.
yeah, I've seen so many people read the 48 Laws of Power and apply it all wrong. So it's like, bro, if you're gonna read it slowly because you're not doing it right. Like one of my favorite books is called The Gift of Fear, and it basically teaches you that you're not crazy. Whatever you're feeling, follow your intuition.
Yeah,
And what do you think's your favorite book besides like the obvious like a book that not everybody knows about?
man, I can't say. Oh, I don't know. Like I ain't gonna even lie, right? It's funny when people be asking me, "What's your favorite this and favorite that?" And man, it's so diverse out here to have a goddamn favorite. Like you be thinking something is a goddamn favorite. Like so, like I just like a good book. Like I have good reads. Like I don't just got no favorite book, but like I got like some good reads. But like so, I'm gonna say like two books. One of them is like a novel, and then like one of them is like the real deal shit. Like everybody I gave this book to, well not everybody, the strong-willed and minded individuals, they stuck with it. But a lot of people that I'm gonna call them weak-minded because they couldn't format it. They put that shit down quickly. Like, man, hey, look, bro, I tried, bro. Like, man, this something else.
The Bible? No. No, I'm asking, is it the Bible?
Nah.
Okay.
One of the books. It's called Scratch the Finish Line. That's by Maya Angelou's son. That shit like that. He got a whole series. It's a good novel. Now the real deal shit I'm talking about that people be scared of is Behold the Pale White Horse.
I have that. That's crazy. I have that book.
A lot of people they be like, I get to read talking about aliens and certain shit. They went on the president. They like, oh nah, bro, man, this is just like to wrap my head around all this, man. This is just crazy. Like, bro, I'm cool, bro. Like, man, good looking. I be like,
That's
what?
crazy. I forgot what his name is, but it's a Gene Barrel or something. The mafia guy. He was in Rikers. He's the one that recommended me that book.
Oh, okay. Yeah, great book. You feel me? So like, I'll be reading all type of shit. Children of the Matrix. Like, I like some educational shit. Like some shit you really can learn from. Like some shit that like really got some substance that you can apply. And then, like I said, when I won't, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the little juicy shit and like, you know what I'm saying? A little bullshit. I might venture off into a novel or an urban book here and there, but it gotta be a fire urban. It can't just be like any urban. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, like I gotta read some shit that got substance. I like history, social studies, and shit like that. That's one of my favorite. That was one of my favorite subjects in school and shit. So like just like that, anything on like business and shit like that. So that's the type of shit I be on. Like I like so I ain't really got no favorite. Like if it's a good book, like somebody, I mean this book, I check it out and like get to it. You know what I'm saying? Just like man, let me
Yeah.
check.
It's hard to ask somebody what your favorite is. It's like I watched a Camp Capone where he asked you what was your hardest squabble in jail, and you were like, I don't even know, because it's like, how do you just pick one? It's like each one of them has a different story.
Yeah. And I ain't just like, and I had to think about it. I'm like, all right, well, I could say name that, but like, oh, I remember one squabble I had with a dude, but like, yeah, when people be asking, I'd be like, I ain't gonna even lie, I'll be like, to a degree, I ain't gonna say hate, but it kind of be like, huh, like, and it's just me, but this question is sensible to everybody else. Though people be like, so they ask you, because people they just hate or they be mad when they be like, hey, well, who beat you up or name subscribers who beat you up, and I'll be like, shit, nigga didn't lose no face. Like every nigga I got down with, and then like a nigga was whooping feet. Oh, so you just saying you beat everybody who went up there? I'm telling you what happened. You asked me a question, bro. I'm telling you what happened, and you ain't seen nobody came up here. It's a lot of people that know me. You ain't seen nobody came up here. How they do other people dispute what I was saying. Like so,
Yeah,
people.
that's true, actually. Because as soon as 4Extra started saying he's like squabbling, and everyone starts coming out, I want to squabble, or you didn't beat me in a squabble, and it's like I really haven't heard that actually. That's true.
Nah, for sure. So it's just like, nah, hell no. And I don't even talk like that, but niggas know, like, all, like, niggas been locked up with me, braids, all of them. They know they been around me, so they already know how I get out and give it up. So it's just like, I like people just be mad. Oh, all right, well, who was your hardest fight? I'll be like,
Who was your easiest fight? Let's ask that.
hey, the easiest fight was the homie.
It's one punch. I give up.
It's like you got a homie in jail, and it's like you do some bullshit, and then you know it. Like if the wolves get it, was gonna be bad. So it's like, man, look, I gotta get you, and I gotta get you, but I ain't gonna get you, but I'm gonna boo bing so they won't be like, oh man, you didn't do nothing to him. That's your boy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, how do you feel about Munchie B? I see he's beefing. He beefs with a lot of people. A lot of people don't like him.
But
He
you
likes
mean
to
that?
talk about other people's hoods. He's very messy.
You think Munchie messy?
I think he is. Yes.
Like why?
No, I mean, I haven't met him yet. We were supposed to do an interview when I was going, because I was going viral at the time for beefing with people. So that's when he asked me for an interview. And at that time, I was like, I didn't really want to talk about that yet because I have my own platform if I do want to speak on it.
I
But
don't.
I think he's messy because he went on No Jumper with the girl that he used to date. And she said that he's the type to get her DP'd and then expect to lay with her later. So I
Yeah,
think that's
yeah.
kind of messy. Like, if you're going to get me a DP, don't ask me for pussy later on in the night.
Oh, for sure. All right, so bam, no bullshit. And I ain't just saying this because I'm cool with Munchie or nothing. So like for me, it's a total opposite with me with Munchie. Like Munchie don't be messy with me because Munchie know I'm not a messy nigga. And
Mm.
Munchie been on me since we was young dudes. So Munchie know how I get down and Munchie like respect that. So like I like my conversations with Munchie, like even like if Munchie hit me like pull up on him at a studio session, it just be more like, hey bro. I know you know, like, bro, like, you know what I'm saying, and you're reliable. Like, what you think about this? How you feel about this? Ooh, and stuff like that. But like, I don't never get the messy munchy.
Yeah.
I don't never get the messy munchy.
Who do you think is messy?
The internet,
Just
like,
the internet in general.
yeah, I can't even. And I'm gonna keep it real, and I can't even point one person out for you because I'm really trying to think of a name to give you, but I don't watch a lot of content like that. Damn, I don't watch a lot of content like that.
Yeah.
I watch content, certain content somebody might send to me. Like now, I gotta watch content to do my reaction, so I know it kind of sounds crazy, but it'll be something somebody sent to me, or if I just be scrolling down, because like when I'm on YouTube and I'm looking at shit, like me on YouTube, I'm looking at shit that I like or I'm into, boxing, basketball, football, sports, you know what I'm saying? The greats, you know what I'm saying? The Michael Jordan, the Kobe debates and shit like that. I'm rarely like on a messy shit. And I just do my content. And if I catch something that's just breaking news and I look into it, and it's like, okay, this shit right here trending, going viral, and I actually like it and I want to react to it and get my side to it, then I do it. But like I really don't even be watching a lot of these dudes. But oh yeah, I know what I'm gonna say is Messi, Flacco.
Why?
Yeah, Messi.
Oh yeah. Okay. See, I'm not even doing my job right. So Flacco, I was actually watching No Jumper that day, and he went out of his way to say that he doesn't want you on the platform, but clearly that's some hate. Listen, I love Flacco. I think he's talented, but I do think that he directs a lot of his energy to hate on others. And if he just directed that energy towards himself, he would be doing even better. He's already doing good. You'd be doing even better. That, but I've said this to his face. I'm not saying this shit behind his back. He'll talk shit about my friend right in front of me on live and expects me not to defend my friend.
Yeah, no, for sure, and that's what I'm saying. Like people like him, like you know what I've realized a lot about a lot of human beings, and I critique motherfuckers like hell, like because a lot of them are like, man, you would sit here, a motherfucker, be like, man, why are you digging in your nose? And then 10 minutes later, be digging in they shit, and you be like, man.
Yeah.
So people be doing shit like this all the time. A motherfucker will sit here and give you a hard time about doing something or about a dislike that they do. And you just be sitting here like, man, how the fuck, or I caught you doing this before. How are you trying to get on me about something? So that's what I'm saying. So I guess his fake little smoker problem he's supposed to have was that when I first started doing social media, I think around that time he was trending and he was like basically speaking about gang members and stuff, and like a lot of people was talking about it. So I just basically did a reaction to it, like let play out what he said, and then felt how I said about it, and he didn't like the shit that I was saying, just like I didn't like the shit that he was saying. But instead of letting that shit bypass and just looking at it as some social media shit, oh, that's just his opinion. He took the shit personal, and then waited to 5 or 6 months to make a reply when he see a nigga popping, motherfuckers talking about my name, speaking of me like that. Oh, because that's just like I don't understand it for the life of me. Like I don't understand no man who would just come out the blue. We talking about pizza. We talking about pizza and slushy, slumber party. Man, yeah, man, man, we had the triple decker, the deck and topping pizza, you know what I'm saying? The blue slushies, this and that. And then hey, you said you gonna interview Young Ed? And then, like, what the fuck? Like, what are you talking about, bro? Like, why am I on your mind and y'all not even talking about me?
Right. No, but I look at it like if somebody does a video on me, even if it's bad, you're still talking about me. You're keeping my name alive. Like now people want to come to my channel, see what I got to say back. And it's like without controversy, you really don't have much. So I kind of appreciate it because to me, if you're my enemy, I will never say your name because I'm not about to give you fucking clout.
Exactly. And so that's what I don't respect, right? When he felt that I was first starting out in the social media space and I was too small to mention for him, he act like he didn't hear my segment. Soon as I start, you know what I'm saying, doing numbers and shit like that, and motherfuckers speaking on me and the motherfucker doing little traction and shit like that, 3 different segments. Young and Jefe. Young and Jefe. That wasn't even the first time. Like he just came out and threw me for a loop when he blurted my name, but it was good publicity as well too. You know what I'm saying? But it just like threw me like, what the hell? But that wasn't the first time. Like I got a gang of different segments with him oh yeah, Young and Jefe. And I'm just looking like, man, bro, you're corny, bro. Like, what are you doing, bro? Like that shit. Like, come on, bro. Like, I'm not tripping off you, bro. You and bro, we don't even have, bro. I don't even like beef with dudes like you, bro. I promise you, bro. Like, I'll never try to do nothing till you come at you foul, bro. You a regular citizen, bro. Like, we ain't got no smoke, bro. You just like, I just think, like I said, he's a trolling type dude. And then when somebody trolls him, he got a problem with it. How the hell you a troller but got a problem being trolled?
I don't know, cause
Bro,
you gotta. I return energy, so it's like if you troll, I troll. So
you feel
all's fair. A lot of
like
people are like that though. They don't like when you reply to them. It's like, but they love talking about you, and you almost have to like kind of let it roll off your back, like and not say nothing. But that's that. I don't know. That's that. Like I feel like a lot of people that move to LA that are from somewhere else. It's like, and they're trying to. I don't know. It's hard to.
oh, but yeah, and for real, a lot of these dudes, like, man, then I just say, you gotta watch out because a lot of these dudes fake, like, for real, for real. So that's why I just be like, I do me because I will really trip. Like, all these dudes be hopping on here to my tough day, like, a nigga ain't buying that shit. Like, I already trip about some fake shit. So that's why I really don't deal with motherfuckers like that because I'm a motherfucker, like, I'm a really, like, I'm a solid individual. So I really like if I'm not gonna even be around nobody or be hanging with nobody that I don't deal with. I can't do the fake shit. Like if I dislike you, you gonna know for a fact, like, oh yeah, Ant don't fuck with me. It ain't gonna be no you gotta get that do bro fuck with me or not. You gonna know for sure because it's gonna be written on my face. Like nigga, like, yeah,
I
all
think
right,
that's
you
been my biggest issue since doing, social media is I don't know how to be fake. Like if I don't like you, I'm gonna let you know I don't like you. We're never
oh,
gonna be fake nice to each other. We're just not.
that ain't no issue. That's reality. That's how motherfucker gotta live. Ain't enough people living like that. Motherfucker fake with you to try to make it to the next level or get up under you. And like I'm not with none of that shit. Like I'm not faking. I don't give a fuck what you got going on. Like if it's smoke, it's smoke. And like man, like dudes be faking out here. And then, like I said, a lot of dudes be dealing with him as well too, gang bangers and all that. And like dudes do it for their own little, whatever, their own little personal little reasons to get their own little tractions and stuff like that. But it's just like I just didn't understand it. You feel me? And like you speak about these the same dudes you hanging with. That's like me. That's like me talking about. That's like I'm doing this. That's like me hanging out with strippers all day and then I'm doing videos critiquing, oh yeah, you strippers, yeah, y'all ain't worth nothing. All y'all doing is hopping on stage, shaking y'all ass, want to take people money, but you catch me down there at the strip club spending my money with them though.
Yeah,
Like what?
that's true.
Like come on, like that shit. It just be funny. So I just like yeah, I just don't be with the fake shit. But like yeah, I ain't got no problem with him or no dislike for him either. I ain't gonna even lie. Like some of my little homies came out here this week from New York. You know what I'm saying? And I could have been on some like bullshit. They tapped in with me like, hey, we about to Adam hit us. You know what I'm saying to go to no jumper. Well, I'm like, all right, boom. So I'm like, what I'm saying, what do you saying? That came out for Rolling Loud. So I'm like, shit, all right. I'm like, what y'all got going on? They like, oh, so I didn't know. So some of my young homies out there in New York, you know what I'm saying, they run, you know what I'm saying, the drill page.
Oh,
So
the New York drill. Yeah, I
yeah,
fuck with
so
them.
homies. So they came out here, you know what I'm saying? They supposed to went up to no jumper, so they were tapping in, being that so they from the set out that way, they come to LA, they like, hey bro, whoa, this was going on. I'm like, shit, I could have been on some bullshit, like, hey, nah, don't do that, ain't no, but I'm like, shit, bro, do y'all thing. Woo, woo, you feel me? I'm like, I really don't deal with the Flacco dude, so I don't even want to go up there, you know what I'm saying, and make shit all awkward or have him scared or have to where like, cause you don't want to be in no situation like that, like with their security and like, cause I know I'm gonna react like it, I'm gonna be dangerous. So it's like I just told the little homies like, yeah, I don't deal with dudes, but y'all go up there, do y'all interview and enjoy y'all interview. But I could have really been on some sucker shit, like snatch the interview, like nah, that's out. You know what I'm saying? Like, and
Yeah.
then, you know what I'm saying? But
I don't
I'm
know, from always being in that building, like I've always felt super safe. I don't know, like for people that always say like they come in there and it's like they never know what they're walking into. I've never felt that. Like if anything, I always thought that if I threw a punch, I would be banned. Even like the time I threw a drink at another host, I thought I was banned from then because Adam called me that same day, but I wasn't. So, but they make you feel as if like you're good, just don't do anything stupid. But that's why I've never like punched anybody or anything.
I said, you be going up, huh? You throwing drinks at motherfuckers in there?
No, what I did was when Compa was there, basically, he I don't like him because one of the first things Compa Raider, he was there for a couple of months, and the one of the first things he said to me was, "Wow, you hang out with a lot of black people." I'm like, "Who says that to somebody? Like that's mad weird." But I guess in LA it's like very different like that. Like how Lefty Gunplay said like he wouldn't want his daughter dating a black guy because it's just I don't know, and I'm not used to that because I'm from New York, so it's like a melting pot. It's like all types of people.
But but it's not like that with regular people either. That's just like some gang shit. You know what I'm saying? That's like some gang shit. Like yeah, because you a Southsider and you know what I'm saying these are Crips or versus Bloods, and you know when y'all go to jail and stuff like that, it's funk, or you might be beefing with a black or Mexican hit on the street. So you know, oh yeah, I don't want my daughter messing with them type of people. So you just bias on the gang aspect. But
But
shit
you're
like
gonna live like that your whole life. You know what I mean? Like who wants to live like that?
no, for sure, for
Even
sure.
I met a guy, yo, and he was white, and he told me he went to prison. And I was like, wait, do you have any tattoos? He had white power on his stomach. It
Oh,
was
he was.
like, bro, like that's one thing like about LA that scares me is like how segregated the jails are.
Yeah, no, it's real. No, for real, it's real segregated. So yes, that. But I mean, it's not segregated. It's segregated like as far as like in jail, you're not gonna interact. But no, I ain't gonna say it's everybody. No, no bullshit. It's everybody against the blacks.
Really? Damn, like so I would not be with the white people. I would not be with Mexicans. So I'd be like the token white person.
Everybody against the blacks, and our dumb ass in there tripping on each other as well.
Yo, imagine if you wasn't though. Imagine if black people all came together. You're already the superior race. The only thing really stopping it is like a lot of times people are against each other in competition. When in reality, if you just come together, you could take over.
Yeah, they don't know how to do that. They don't like. I don't know. I don't know if it's if they have suppressed our folks too long that shit is just like flawed in our like in certain people's gene, but I know it ain't in me. That shit ain't got shit to do with me because like I know like the spirit I got, like in mine I got, I probably couldn't have lived in them times. They would have killed me because like all that shit,
Yeah.
I for none of that shit. They would have killed me. Like oh yeah, this rebellious nigga right here, we gotta kill him because I wouldn't have been going for none of that shit. So just like I don't be understanding my people. Like it was just funny, right? Earlier before I got online with you, I was getting this little oil change and shit, and this little troller hit me in my Instagram. Usually I don't even be trolling back and forth, but I gave this little, I was, you know what I'm saying, smoking. I wasn't doing it. I'm like, I'm gonna get this little troller some time. So I peep into my inbox, the troller like, yeah, bro, don't be dissing the hood. Whoa. So I'm laughing like, man, dissing the hood. Like, man, shut the fuck up, bro. What are you talking about? Oh yeah, homie, you dissed the hood. You said this on your interview. I said, yeah, bro, I'm talking about a woman part, bro. That ain't even really how you originally diss your hood. But like, if I was to diss your hood, this how I diss your hood. Like, I'm like, bro, stop playing with me. So he trying to go back and forth with me, and then I told him, right? So this is what I tell him. So he telling me that, oh, bro, you a neighborhood lover and this and that. I said, shit. I said, I'm not no neighborhood lover. I said, I got people from neighborhoods. I fuck with people from everywhere. I said, like, nigga, I'm a me lover. Like, nigga, I'm an A Trey lover. Nigga, I said, like, I don't click up or nothing. I don't do nothing. I deal with people on principles and like, you know what I'm saying, and as men, they're like on some human being shit. But I'm like, this what I don't understand. The hood you from, y'all over there living amongst a whole nother race. Like, it's your hood. Wherever your hood at, you gonna catch this hood at. And that hood, these hoods are Southsiders. But whatever relationship y'all got going on, I don't know. I don't know if y'all got one or not. This shit is weird. But I just be thinking that wherever this hood at, if it's Mexicans in that area and they want to gang bang, oh well, they don't beef with them. So let's start up this clique of this hood. But I told him, I'm like, bro, you talking about that I'm a neighborhood lover, or I love these dudes, but y'all kick it with these dudes from the opposite race all day, every day, bro. But you'll go unalive a motherfucker that look just like you. Like, nigga, who's retarded? Me or you, bro? Like, what are you talking about, bro? Like,
Yeah.
I don't like. Come on, bro. Let's make it make sense, bro. Like, I just ain't with the like. I already did that shit. So I'm like, obviously, you gotta be somebody that ain't nobody, or you somebody who ain't really been in the field like that. Because only a motherfucker who been in the field and been a motherfucker that been like, I'm a motherfucker that's fortunate. Like all my dudes, like they either dead or they in jail, and I be talking to a lot of my dudes that's in jail with life sentences, and they all be saying the same shit. Like, man, bro, like, cause they know I was worse than them when we was younger. Like I just got away with a lot of shit, and I had my bumps and did to jail, and went to jail, and then when I did, you know what I'm saying, when I did get locked up for a homicide, reluctantly I beat it. You know what I'm saying? So like I already did all that shit. So it's just like, once you a student and you become a teacher, like, man, you understand what school is all about. And a lot of these motherfuckers don't even understand what the schooling in the streets all about. Like, a lot of motherfuckers are still living a facade, and I already live that shit. So I already did that shit at the top of the level you can do it at. So it's just like, nigga, I'm not about to follow behind nothing that I already done at an adolescent, and I already know what the result is, and I know statistically I'm supposed to be dead or in jail with a life sentence.
Yeah.
Like, make it make sense. Like, so for me, like a lot of shit niggas don't even be making sense. So it's just like for me, I like, man, like mindfully, I'm trying to see where a motherfucker at. Like, you can make your mouth say anything, but like mindfully, you know what I'm saying, energy, spiritually, you know what I'm saying, and just action orientated the way you move. Gonna tell a motherfucker everything. So it's just like it just be funny out here and just like, yeah, our people like they ain't gonna I ain't gonna say, I don't wanna say they ain't gonna never get it, but it's just like on a smaller level because people like the game, it's a small level compared to our culture, but it's a small, big impact. But just even on that level, like y'all can't even get it together. Like motherfuckers beefing about some shit that happened 70 years, 60 years ago, 50 years ago. You wasn't even born. You just grew up over here in this hood and joined this hood, and this is what the older homies was telling you that this how it go. And then once you start living this shit, you find out that you really held this shit down the way that these niggas was preaching and telling you how it's supposed to go. And then hindsight, you be looking and you kind of find out that the niggas who was preaching to you and telling you this how it go, they wasn't really living like that. Or they been told a long time ago, but because these dudes were scared of them, this was being hidden or wasn't spoke of. Like, man, this shit a whole lot of smoke and mirrors. The nigga better get some money.
Shit. You know, the craziest thing to me though, a lot of times is when I meet somebody from LA, there's times where I'm like one of the first white people they're ever interacting with.
Damn. No,
Like,
no, I know a lot of white people. I don't know what they got
but
going on.
growing up in LA, can you say like you have white neighbors?
Uh, where I lived, like growing up, I didn't have white neighbors, but like I got geographically one of the biggest hoods in Los Angeles, and right now the white people are over here in my neighborhood. I just seen three of them earlier when I was driving through my shit earlier after talking to you, walking their dogs, and I'm looking like, look at this shit.
That's good. Yeah, now it's like I go every time I get an Uber, it's like a Russian person. And I'm like, holy shit, what the hell? The mad
Yeah,
Russians are moving to LA. Ooh. So a lot of people I interviewed, they didn't have a father in their life, but you did. You had
yeah,
both parents. Do
definitely.
you
I had both parents, but like I said, like for me, like it was kind of different with like me and my father. Like I ain't gonna lie, I kind of got rebellious against my father, like and like you know what I'm saying, like had started to muster a hate for him early on because like my father he from Texas, like my father from out of Texas, so he came to L.A. when he was like 18, 19, like right before they started the Crips, you know what I'm saying? He came down here and shit, and he still had that Texas mentality as far as his discipline tactics and the way like he handled shit. So like I ain't gonna lie, I was that little dude like as a kid. Like I was bad, but I wasn't like I was bad like shit like a kid. Like shit, just like a kid, like I'm new to this motherfucking earth. I'm shit experiencing shit. I'm trying to see what's going on. So I'm doing any and everything. But my father, like he was like that nigga was like that nigga used to whoop my ass, right? That nigga, like, man, everybody knew that nigga. Like, everybody knew my pops. That nigga was a cold nigga. Like, he used to whoop my ass. He was a real discipline. But, like, I'm talking about, like, it wasn't just with belts. Like, that nigga would, like, whoop a nigga with belts, switches, weight belts, anything he can get his hand on. So, I ain't gonna even lie. Like, for me, at a young age, I was feeling, I'm like, man, this shit ain't right. You feel me? Like, here you got you being this way. And then, you got my mother, she being loving in the way that she is and carrying this shit. So I ain't gonna lie, like the way he was being with me, like early on, that shit made me muster up a lot of hate, and that kind of what made me turn to the streets.
yeah.
But as I got in the streets and I start taking my falls and I start understanding life and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like I had an epiphany one day. I was just chilling one day and I'm like, damn. And I was just thinking about him and shit. And I ended up writing him a letter and shit, letting him know, like, look, you know, I ain't even mad at you. You feel me? Like on some real shit. I forgive you for all that shit, you feel me? Because I got to thinking, I'm like, damn, this might of what was put on to him or the way he seen his parents is parenting. And I was correct. Like when me and him talked and we hollered, he told me, he was like, man, I ain't gonna lie. He's like his dad. So I guess his daddy was like a police or whatever out there in Texas and shit. So he like his daddy was like a real discipline. He like his daddy used to whoop his ass, used to beat his ass and shit. So he was like, man, like I remember one day, man, he like, man, I'm like 15, 16. Like, you know, man, I bring a little broad over, man, about to get some cutty. I think I'm doing the right thing, man. My pops come home, find me in the room, man, they beat the shit out of me, ooh, shit like that. So we just having a conversation. So I'm like, yeah, I understand now. But see, for me, early on as a kid, watching the way he was with me, he made me learn and know early on that I didn't want to be that way with my kids. To where his father did it to him and he followed in his father's footsteps. I was like, hell no, nigga, this shit ain't cool. I'm not doing that. Like when I
Do you
had
feel like if he would have went easier on you, and then you would have been less
yeah,
wanting to be in the streets?
sure, cause I was playing sports and all that. Like I mean, the streets. Like I didn't need no gangs to be bad. Like I was bad before gang. Like my first name used to ring bells in school and shit. So I was bad at doing shit before gang. Like I ain't need no gang. I was the person at school starting cliques and starting little shit. Like even though I was like real silent, but like I'm real action orientated. So, you know, I always had a following or people like a follow behind me because I always led. So I really didn't need no gang. That shit just like, you know, I stayed over here and, you know, these my dudes, you know what I'm saying? This who I fuck with, kicking with, but like shit, I didn't need that shit. But like, yeah, for sure, his discipline is like really pushed me and really all the way out the door. Like, man, you know what? Like I'm about to do this because that's what it made me rebel. And then that I'm carrying guns now and I've experienced other stuff. So I'm doing man shit as a kid. So just like one day, I don't know what we got into it about. We got into it over something, and it led to him saying he'd kill me. Like I brought you in, I'll take you out, and I told him I think I'll kill you.
I feel
And
like every parent says that at least once.
yeah, for sure. I'm like that day I had it. I'm like, man, I'll kill you. And he went, oh, well, you kill me, you ain't got no who ain't got no gun. So he like, oh, I'll take you to your gun. Whole time I was going to this little continuation school that was in some of my rivals' neighborhoods. So like every day I used to go to school, you know what I'm saying, I used to be burning up. So when we going back and forth and I tell him, you know what I'm saying, he like, you ain't got no gun. I'm like, who ain't got no gun? He like, you. I like, you got a gun? I'm like, yeah, I got a gun. Like, I'll take you to your gun right now. He thinking I'm bluffing. I'm like, come on. We walk outside the house, walk down to the parking lot, you know what I'm saying, walk to my mama's car, pop the trunk. I grab my backpack. He still think I'm bluffing. I open my backpack. When I go inside my backpack, right when he seen the handle of the gun, he tackled me. He tackled me. The backpack fly, the gun come out, fly, slide across the parking lot. My mama right there. She screaming. I'm on the ground. He on top of me, trying to hold. He basically hold my throat with one arm, and in his back pocket, he trying to go for his back pocket. He got a box cutter.
Damn.
Yeah,
Homie.
he box cutter. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, oh, so I'm like, damn. So that I'm swinging on him, and you know, I'm going wild, and you know that work. And I got from under him, and when I hopped up. By the time I hop up, I didn't even see my boy half dead was in the parking lot with my mama. My mama had handed him the gun. So when I hop up, I run to the homie, like, man, give me like I snatched the gun out of his hand and turned towards my dad. When I turned towards him and I raised up, man, he broke, got on. Like from that day forward, like, you know what I'm saying, it was like an unspoken rule, like, you know what I'm saying, like, I ain't going for none of them ass whippers that disrespected none of that. But even with me doing that, I still wasn't disrespectful. Like I ain't never been a disrespectful child. Like even like with my mama to this day. Like if a motherfucker probably asked my mama, like she probably tell you all her kids have been disrespectful to her except for me. Like I'm the type of motherfucker like even though I'm grown, just based on this my mama, I still try to sneak and do shit that I think she shouldn't see. You feel me? Versus me being like, oh, I'm a grown up and shit like that. To where my other siblings, they be like, on like, oh, man, I'm a grown up. Like they don't be giving a fuck. And to me, it's
Yeah.
like I hold that
Not no
respect.
matter how old I am, there's certain things I just would never do. Like I would never smoke a cigarette in front of my parents. Just
Yeah,
that
like
like little things, anything even.
shit like that. So it definitely be shit like that. So just like like yeah, certain shit I don't do. I hold that respect. So just like even after like I like bucked the system and like did what I did with my father, like I still kept it respectful. But I just had to do that to let him know like this shit you doing ain't cool and that shit is out and somebody gonna die behind this shit. So either you ready to take me out, or you gonna kill me, or I'm gonna kill you, or like just
Yeah.
leave me the fuck alone.
It
Just
sounds
like
like he felt like maybe he was doing it out of love, like trying to save you from something.
yeah, and I mean, yeah, in his own twisted way. That's what he told me. Like, but that shit was twisted to me though. But like I said, he was living his life. Like, how can I don't shit. He probably had other demons as well as too. You feel me? Like a lot of motherfuckers be having demons that they be having clothes in the closet. You feel me? So, like, yeah, he did say that he was just basically trying to discipline me from me turning out to how I turned out. Like, as far as like you said, being in the streets, doing the shit I was doing and shit like that. But like, no, you doing what you do, shit. Do you doing what you did? Push me to the streets, actually.
I don't know because my father never beat me and I still would like go out of my way to go to like other hoods and like just be in places I didn't need to be. So a lot of times I think maybe I needed my ass beat, but the only person really that beat my ass was my dad's sister, twin sister. And then one day when I got older, I broke her nose. And after that, no one ever touched me again. But it's like, bro, like that will really make you go crazy because having somebody bigger than you putting hands on you, it taught me that I never fight anyone smaller than me. I'll always fight an older bitch or a bigger bitch because like you don't get no credit for being a bully. So I always looked at her as like, bitch, like my father never put hands on me. What made you think you could?
Exactly. Did that? Yeah, for sure, definitely. It be shit like that. So yeah, hell yeah, yeah. But yeah, that's
But
how
I
that.
definitely, I'm looking forward to your no jumper interview. I think I want to see you on Whack and Adam, but I think we're gonna see the Adam and Hefe first. Who else do you want to work with besides Adam?
You said you want to see me on who before
No,
Adam?
I said I see you doing an interview with Adam, but I also want to see you doing something like Adam and Whack. I feel like that would be a great show for you also to be on. Because I feel like if you two met, that you would get along in real life.
No, yeah, no, for sure, man. Whack know he a bullshit, nigga. Whack know he be on bullshit. It's all good. Like no, like I said, ain't no problem with him. I don't even lie. The homie hit me the older homie, one of the older homies that started my hood hit me the other day and asked me if I wanted to interview with Wack on everything. He asked me about that. But like, yeah,
Oh, I would love to see that, honestly. Even,
yeah.
yeah. Who else would you want to work with?
As far as what? I
Like
ain't
podcasting.
I don't like I don't look I don't be tripping. Dog, like for real, I don't be tripping like as far as working with nobody. I want to work with who want to work with me. You feel me? Like I ain't got nobody
Facts.
want to work with. I want to work with who want to work with me. Like it's so tricky, and motherfuckers be so much devious and acting weird and shit. Like I'm not. Yeah, I want to work with who want to work with me. If not, like I ain't tripping. Like like I got some like it's gonna be some changes real soon. They gonna see. You feel me? But like I don't. I ain't gotta work with nobody, you feel me? But you know what I'm saying? Like, whoever mutual working with me, shit, let's work. Other than that, like, yeah, I ain't got no favorite people who I just want to work with and stuff like that. I'm just open, who open to me as long as I'm saying there ain't no bullshit. You know what I'm saying? They, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no bullshit behind them or, they ain't no trash person or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all good.
Yes. What's the next song you're promoting?
I gotta do this video. I gotta drop this video for Get You Whack. They've been asking for this Get You Whack, man. I got a lot of songs I can promote. I don't even like. I'm about to drop this. About to drop this second tape, so that's what I'm getting ready for right now. I'm doing. I gotta go to the studio tonight and get these last 5 songs mixed and mastered. So I'm about to go sit down with my engineer tonight and give him these last 5 songs, and then with like in these next 2-3 weeks, I'm about to put this tape together and shit. Get ready to put this tape out and shit like that. So I don't, man. I got. I think. Let me see. I can't run. I can't. Oh, I got a song called "I Can't Run. I Can't Hide." So that's what that might be the next song I might be promoting. I can't run, I can't hide. You know what I'm saying?
I love to see people putting their own music in the beginning. I seen you do that. Snoopy Badass does it, and Rich Trapper, and I like that. If I could do music,
I started, damn homie, I started that.
oh shit. Oh well, I would do a song, but I'm white, so nobody want to hear that. So we're gonna have to find a song somewhere else. Maybe take
And
one
I
of
said
yours.
I started that. I think I don't know. It probably could have. I only been on here 6 months, but I was the first person that I see that started implementing their music in the beginning of their shit. Then I started seeing a lot of other people like putting their videos and doing their little shit too. I'm like, oh, okay, for sure, you feel me? So
Yeah.
it's
And
definitely
for
good
someone that's only
promotion.
been doing it 6 months, you've done a great job.
Yeah, no, for sure. But I'm gonna turn it up. It's a lot of shit I ain't been doing. You know, I just officially took the YouTube class, Mr. Beast class, and I'm about to act like Mr. Beast.
Yes. Definitely we want to see more vlogs because watching you go to Marathon Burger and not getting kicked out, that was cool. You know,
I was
like
just up, I was just up there yesterday, fucking with Black Sam. Like I was just up there yesterday again. Man, I've been up there about 5 other times. I just blogged the first time I went up there, but I was just up there with Black Sam yesterday. James Harden came through. Caleb for real came through. James Harden
I
gave
think
all
you
the.
need a cameraman to just follow you, like one of your homeboys, just get him a camera to just walk with you because that's stuff we want to see. Like a lot of people don't even get to ever go to LA, or there's certain places they're scared to go to. This way you could kind of take them through your eyes and like show them things they're never gonna see.
Yeah, no, for sure, and that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm gonna start doing all that. So that's what I'm saying. I'm starting to get more comfortable, and then I ain't gonna even lie. Like I was doing everything by myself, but I ain't gonna even lie. You know, you gotta spread the dollars around. So I kind of like been hiring me. You know what I'm saying? A little team and shit. You know what I'm saying? So you know, I'm definitely about to turn it up. You know, as far as the music, social media, and all that shit though. But yeah, I was just up there yesterday. Watched James Harden give all the workers in there a $600 tip.
Damn. And I heard the burgers are good. Which one's the good one?
Man, the marathon burger. So they got the marathon burger, man. I got next time I go down there, I'll probably go down there in a few days. I gotta try something different, like cause they got a whole menu that I ain't even been through yet.
They
I
have a
had the
smash
marathon.
burger, a marathon burger. So I need the marathon, the smash burger. I don't want to try the veggie burger. I don't want the mushroom burger, but I the chicken sandwich, I'm taking that. I want the fries. I don't know. I just keep
That's
hearing that the smash burger is good.
that's
So,
what I gotta. That's what I gotta get. I gotta get them get on the chicken little thing, right? Because oh look, I'm gonna bless your game or something. People just be talking, right?
hey,
I still got this shit right. Leftovers from yesterday.
damn. Wait, so I could just have somebody come fly from LA and bring me some. Who's coming to Miami? Nah, I
Yeah,
think nah. I want to go myself and get it. It's just something about walking in there and not getting kicked out. It's gonna make the burger taste so much better. And my thing is, listen, I fuck with what's his name, Rockstar. I fuck with him, but as soon as something embarrassing happens, he's the first one to jump on it. Hi, I want an interview. But when it happens to him, he's like, oh, like y'all. Of course, y'all. People had all this animosity towards me. No, we didn't. We're just giving you the same energy back that you give us. When I went viral, he was the first one to violate me and try to interview me and embarrass me.
Yeah, and that's all I'll be saying. Like, if you gonna be on that and you know in the social media space, you gotta, I'm saying you gotta something, you gotta accept the lumps and bruises. That's why I said that's why I can't keep stressing it up to you. Like a lot of people might hop in the chats, and I guess they see my name and my partner in section. She's like, oh man, young get in the chat. Hey, ooh, ooh. Then that's when Rockstar spoke up like, young get, like, yeah man, put him up here, man. You know, I ain't never met him. I want to holler at him, and you know, I got up there for a minute. I was kind of asking the question. I'm like, you know, it might. And I hate asking dumb questions because I don't want a dumb question asked to me, but it might sound dumb to you. But I just got to ask this question because it was said. I'm like, bro, I know you wasn't down there giving up no intel or calling Whack 100 talking about this dude and this and that dude was out there. He's like, no, man, he's fine. Woo. So, man, I ain't never did.
Yo, how is that the first phone call you make is Whack 100? And Whack don't even fuck with him like that because he looks at him as a peon.
So that's what I'm saying. He said Whack was lying. So he like, man, he just trying to like trying to have somebody have something happen to him. He said, I ain't never called that dude when I was out there and told him that nobody was out there. Oh, this and that. And I
And
was
that's
just
why you
like,
got to
yeah,
record phone calls because it's your word against theirs sometimes.
Yeah, no, for sure, for sure. But that's what I'm saying. I'm now in his favor. That's what I'm saying. Wack be recording them calls, so that's what I'm saying. If it was true, I think Wack would have been dropped that phone call.
I
Wack would
no,
have been.
I'm pretty sure he has it because I have phone calls and I just don't drop them, but just having them makes me feel good. you know, because especially being a woman, no one's ever believing me. I could have proof, and they're like, "Oh, it's no whole say is no say." Well, I'm not a whole, so it's like my say is so say, and I've
Yeah,
never, no one's ever seen me lie because I'd rather say the bad truth than like you're never gonna see me lie on a person. I'm always gonna kill you with the truth if I have to.
yeah, no, for sure, for sure. That's a like good saying, good quality for sure, for sure. But yeah, so yeah, that was just like, man, people got to get up out of that though. Like you're saying, you can't be out here trying to interview people, you know what I'm saying, on their pitfalls or in order trying to troll somebody for something, and then when you get showed up, man, that's what I'm saying, and that's why you gotta watch about being messy, like, and that's what I'm saying. That's about like that messiness. Like everybody who usually be messy get put in a situation where you know what I'm saying, like violated or you know what I'm saying, messiness is on them now, and they get put in the spotlight. You know what I'm saying, and so that's why I'm like, I ain't gonna ever get put in those situations like that because like I don't even allow myself to be in that situation like that. And if you try to play me like that, I'm gonna go crazy because like, yeah, we ain't nobody. You ain't playing me like that, man. Cause I ain't even no weird nigga. So you trying to play me like I'm weird, trying to do some weird shit. Yeah, it's gonna go left
Because
quick.
everyone said like his only option in that moment would have been to hook off. But that would have been the worst decision of his life. I don't think he would have made out of there alive. But why even
Like,
come there knowing if I know I'm not being a good friend, I wouldn't even show up on day one.
and that's the thing. And another thing too is like I'm not even about to stay and talk that long. Like for me, I don't care. Like because I gotta get off. Like if you being too hostile in my face and doing all this, like once I was trying to talk, like hey bro, and I seen you just like that. And I said a few more things. And you was like that. I'ma spin off. You know what I'm saying? Like before, cause once the hand touching you push me, I'm getting off. Like, nigga, don't touch me, bro.
Yeah.
Period. Give me my 3 feet. And you even I'm gonna tell you, nigga, I'm gonna put my hand out like nigga, get my 3 feet, bro. Cause if you don't, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. You're not about to disrespect me here. But if you don't want me here and you tripping and this and that, my nigga, you got it. This your little shit, my nigga. I did cut of your shit. I played myself, so I'm gonna get up out of here though. But you ain't gonna play me and disrespect me and push me up out of here and be on the like little bullshit. Like and I'm not saying he should have did anything, but it's just like that. Just like if you know you wasn't supposed to be there, don't go there. So it's like even with that, once you seen him getting hostile, which he was tripping about his brother, you should have spent off because you making it more of a boiling point and a tripping point once you stand there trying to talk to him and you see he ain't trying to talk.
Yeah. That's facts.
Like, like then he told you straight up too, like, bro, go get cracking for my brother and come back. So you know he wasn't really trying to talk. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah. So, what is the best advice you ever got?
saying? Best advice that I've ever got.
For me, I think when I first started doing social media, like when you first start out and certain people don't fuck with you because your not numbers aren't high enough yet. So I always felt like once I got up there, I don't gotta fuck with you no more. Fuck you. That's the wrong mentality. The best advice I ever got was just you can't have pride if you want to win in this game. You have to like sometimes you have to just say fuck it. Yeah, I'll work with you. So
Yeah,
for me, it was just having to say fuck it, let me work with you a year later, even though I might not want to fuck with you because you ain't fuck with me as I was coming up. I have to respect the fact that in this game, people are gonna use you. And it's fine, like as long as you're useful, because some people are really useless. So if somebody wants to use you, fuck it, let them, but make sure that they're useful also. So that's the best advice I got.
sure, for sure. Definitely, if you being used and you can see, because like I said, I'm gonna know if I'm being used. So for sure, as long as I can use your ass too, like you know what I'm saying, it ain't gonna be you just using me and like and wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Like nah, it ain't none of that going on. So like yeah, I just like for me, man, like my my best advice be like the lively lessons. Like I really like social media. I just do it. I really don't trip off too many rims, but the lively rims. So you just like for me, like like for me, it's just like time, man. Time is everything. Don't waste time. Like you feel me? Like time is more valuable, or just as valuable as money. So
Yeah.
it's just like for me, like time is precious, and that shit don't wait for nobody. So you just got like man, live life and you know what I'm saying, have integrity and just be the best version of you. Shit.
Yeah. And with the attitude you have, I feel like you're gonna go far in this game. As long as you just keep having that same attitude and the way you
Oh yeah,
deal with things.
that like the difference for me. Like I ain't a nigga. See, the difference between a lot of street dudes that street and then get fame while they crash out and lose out because they ain't never had no bread. Like nigga, I was having bread. Like I was a young nigga like 19, 20, like nigga Porsches, Benz, all that shit. So I had bread. So like me like had like that shit like me having money, like money don't it like I'ma have fun. I'm a nigga, I'ma have fun with money. Like money ain't gonna define me. You know what I'm saying? To where money define other people or you be having dudes. Like I'm gonna just say per se for some of these rappers. Like a lot of these rappers don't be joints or be people from their hood. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? They in LA for sure. Like, only a few people. Like a lot of these dudes that's and I ain't just by pointing the finger at nobody, but the truth is the truth. A lot of these dudes is not really reputables from their hoods. And a lot of these dudes, you know what I'm saying, like the only thing like um it's just keeping them, you know what I'm saying, straight and or giving them some credit is them being the voice for their hood through music or putting the hood on through music and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of these dudes really don't be on what they say they own. They wasn't shooters beforehand or you know what I'm saying, wasn't them guys. So that's why when they get a bag, they get arrogant and start acting stupid and fumble the bag and make the wrong plays the bag. Cause now nigga, I was just a broke, snotty nose, regular homie. Now I got the bag. Everybody calling me. I'm paying for everything. I got the juice. I really can, you know what I'm saying? I'm the face of the hood.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of motherfuckers don't know how to, like, so I had that adversity while I was broke. Like you said, before I touched some money, you know what I'm saying? I was somebody, you know what I'm saying? Then I got to touch some money. So it's just like, I think, like, character defines everything. Like, so for me, like, ain't no money going, you know what I'm saying, change me. It's just going to just change what's around me, you know what I'm saying? Like, just as far as, like, if I rather decide to change living, because, like, I tell motherfuckers all the time, right? The mind state that I be trying to grasp and elevate on and as well as ground myself on, it's like the mind states of the billionaires and shit like that, how they acquired their income, you know what I'm saying? So I know ain't no one income just gonna do it. I'm a dude out here really trying to exercise every avenue and have different incomes and stuff like that coming in, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, yeah, man, like for me, I think I just be thinking I'll be on a different level than a lot of hoods, like because the
And we're back.
I don't know when somebody was calling, but so like I just think like a lot of dudes, man, they wait to get the money and like them people that they always wanted to be or the alter ego, they start living out that alter ego and crash out and shit like that instead of just I'm here now, shit, I can relax, shit, I got a bag, you know what I'm saying? Now, let's invest, you know what I'm saying? Let's see what this bag can do for us, you know what I'm saying?
Good shit.
Like
What is your message to the youth? That's always my last question every time I do an interview.
my question for the youth is, man, look, stay young for as long as possible. Stay young for as long as possible because a lot of people cheat themselves out their childhood. So stay young for as long as possible before you look up. You 20, 30, 40, and you be wishing, you know what I'm saying? Back in the days when I was young, you want to be a kid again. So I just like, that's like a message I always tell the youth, like, man, stay a kid for as long as possible and enjoy your childhood. You know what I'm saying? Don't grow up too fast.
Facts. And I would love to have you back so my big homie, he just lost his cell phone. This is like cell phone number 4 since I've met him. So as soon as he gets his back, I would love to have you back with the guys. I really appreciate you so much for doing the interview. Shout out to Mikey B from Hood Love TV. Shout out to Joseph P. Langton. Shout out my big homie Jay Burton. And thank you so much, Young Jefe. Any last words?
You already know I appreciate you as well. And then, when the fellas, you know what I'm saying, when they get back up and running, you know what I'm saying, definitely want to, politic and dialogue with them. So, you know what I'm saying, I'll definitely be back for sure.
All right. Thank you so much.
You already know.